Hi guys, what's going on? It's James TLH44 here, back with another Formula 1 series video. Round 2, this is in Bahrain. In the last race we crashed out near the end. It was disappointing. We didn't really get our goals that we set out to achieve. It was a really poor weekend in terms of my driving and the setup. So there's areas that we can improve everywhere. Basically, the only person we're ahead of is our teammate Kevin Magnussen at the moment in the championship, but we have no points or anything. So let's hope we can get a better, get off to a better start for this week.
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
It's only been one race, mate. Sauber have increased their downforce, their chassis weight, and Toro Rosso have reduced their chassis rate. So we're just going to head off to practice and get started on those acclimatizations and tyre wear tests.
We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session.
So here we are in free practice 1. We're going to start off again with the tyre acclimatization test. Not the tyre acclimatization, track acclimatization test. So we're going to get going into that once I've just loaded up my Bahrain setup and just a few transmission changes.
Practice programs, they don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
Thanks, Jeff. But yeah, we're going to start with the track acclimatization. Coming to the end of the track acclimatization, pretty much nailed this last lap. A few things that I've noticed: I need to change the brake pressure and locking up quite a bit, but apart from that the car feels fine, the car feels good around the corners. So hopefully we can get a good score on this track acclimatization. Thanks, Jeff, and we've completed that, and we've got purple score actually. So we've got full resource points for that, and we're going to head back off to the garage now. Okay, so the only tweak I made is to the brake pressure. I reduced it down to
It's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Okay, so I think that's it that I'm going to do for this qualifying. I don't usually want to spend too much time on practice sessions, so I'm just going to end this one.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top 3. Hamilton, Raikkonen and Max Verstappen. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be back with more Formula 1 action very shortly.
I actually can't believe that we was actually last 4 seconds off the pace. I wasn't pushing at all though, I really wasn't pushing. I was just trying to nail the apexes and get purple score for that track acclimatization. So let's move on. Okay, moving on to FP2. At this session we're just going to focus on tyre management. I'm going to run the softs for this one for 4 laps. So I'm just going to start this and hopefully we can get good tyre wear and have the pace as well. As last weekend we had decent tyre wear but didn't have the pace. It was about 1.5 seconds off the pace that the team were expecting. So I'm just going to get straight into this now. Okay, coming to the end of the tyre test, and so far we failed 2 laps and we passed 1 lap, but if we pass this one, which I don't think we will, because we're in the red, but we might get some points for getting a good pace. So overall, it was, I think I could have passed that test, but I just wasn't consistent enough. So I'm pretty happy with it. It feels much better than it did in Australia last weekend. So we're going to head back to the garage and skip this session and then head off for FP3 to see what our qualifying pace is. Here we are guys, in FP3 we're going to be running the qualifying test. So we're just going to get straight into it. On the last lap of the qualifying progress, the first lap was perfect, the second lap was a little bit bad. We were a little bit quicker than we should be, or brake too early into that last corner, but can we gain it back as we've got good traction? Don't think we will. No, we don't. 18 thousandths off. Although we did pass, and we did get a good time actually off a 1:34.8, and I think that's a very good lap time. So we're going to head back to the garage, end the session, and see where we finish off in this last FP3 session.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Vettel, Ricciardo and Max Verstappen.
So that's the end of FP3. Sebastian Vettel first. We ended up actually P13, only 1.9 seconds off the pace. Considering at the start of the weekend we were 4+ seconds off the lead, I think that was a very good lap time. So I will meet you at the laptop. So here we are guys, back in the pen, and just about to listen to our qualifying objectives for this weekend.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
Okay, so our qualifying goals are to qualify 17th and beat Kevin Magnussen. Hopefully we can do that. We didn't manage to do that last weekend in Australia in qualifying. So yeah, let's hope we can do this.
The cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain.
So here we are ready for qualifying, and basically like last weekend, it's a short qualifying session, so I'm going to go out on the slower compound at the start, get a few banker laps in, and right at the end we're going to bang on a set of super softs and try and go for the fastest lap we can and get the best starting position we can for this race. Let's go out there and get some laps done. Just gonna bang on a set of the softs and make sure I'm not overfueled for this. That'll do.
Okay, we'll alter the setup of the car.
We're gonna ride on board for our first lap of qualifying and our very last lap of qualifying, so you guys can see the difference between the soft and the super soft and the handling of the car. So we're just gonna record our first lap and our last lap. So coming down into turn 1, you want to brake as late as possible, but try not to lock up. You want to release the brake as you can, slight lock up on the right front, get it tucked in, clip the curb. It's good to get good traction out of this corner. This hard corner's always tricky. You want to brake it early, take a tight apex. You don't really want to run out too wide there. This corner is quite easy, nice and flowing. Again, another easy corner to lock up into. Now I hate this corner. I always lock up coming into this next corner, the double left-hander. You want to take it nice and steady. You want to get the car rotated as quickly as possible, and you want to be in the middle part of the track for this straight, and just drift over to the right, ready for the big left-hander coming up next. Slight lock up. Had to wait to get on the power so we didn't run out wide. This corner kills your tyres, this corner. This one, I can never master this corner, run a bit wide. Had to wait again to get onto the throttle. And it's been a very good lap so far. Few mistakes, but nothing to worry about. Into the last corner, another little lock up there, just at the right front. And we've got a 35.3, which is not too bad. So that was not too bad. So actually guys, I actually stayed out for another lap after the one that I just showed you, and actually improved by about 6/10 from P11 at the moment with a 1:34.7. We've got Magnussen behind us with a 1:34.7, but he's behind us, but he's on the super soft. So that lap time was promising. If we can grind a second.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:34.7.
Thanks, Jeff. I was talking. So if we can improve at least by a second, I reckon. If we get into 1:33.7s, we could be about P7 really, if we got there. But if we stop now, and if we do get P11, we can get to choose the tyres we start on. So I'm wondering if that's the best way to go. So I'm going to fast forward the time a little bit and just see if we go down. Okay, we've dropped down to P12. So there are people still improving out there, and still a few people to do their laps. We've got Lewis Hamilton and likes of Hulkenberg and Sergio Perez, and we're dropping down. So I'm just going to fast forward the time and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we've got 5 minutes more or less to go. And looking at the lap times, we have dropped to P18, so I am going to throw in a set of the super softs. If we gain by a second, we will move up to about P12, which is decent enough. Okay, here we are, guys. I've got a bit of wing damage because on my outlap, I got crashed into by a Williams, I think it was. So I'm going to give this lap a go anyway because we haven't got time to go back into the pits and change. So I hope we can improve, because at the moment we're P21. So let's have a go again on the straight. Going down into this first corner. Once again, brake as late as you can, but try not to lock up. Release the brake. Bigger lock up this time. Alright. Never mind, we're 2 tenths up at the moment, nearly 3 tenths up. Going up to the right hander, easy on the brakes, don't want to press the brakes too hard. Carry as much speed as you can. Lost a little bit of time, but on the exit I gained a bit of time, so it was evens. We've actually set a purple sector for the first one, which I'm surprised about. No lockups this time around that corner, that's sweet as you like it. Going up to the corner I really hate now, so I can nail this one. This is where I had the contact on my outlap, seems pretty alright. But we're only half a second up, only half a second, guys. Okay, onto the penultimate straight. We're nearly 7 tenths up, about 6.5 at the moment. Just got 1 corner to go. Nailed it. Got a good exit. We're 7 tenths up. See what lap time we get. It's put us to P14, and I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm going to do another lap. So hopefully we can keep P14 to the end of the session, and we will find out now.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Ricciardo, Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Wow, guys, we managed to get P14. It was, again, that near 2 seconds off the pace, so it was a decent lap in the end. With that bit of broken front wing that we got after that bizarre incident with one of the Williams, I think it was. So we're starting P14 and Kevin Magnussen starting P20, and I'm really excited for this race. So I will see you on the grid for Bahrain.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past.
So hopefully I don't crash this formation like in Australia we did. So let's see how we go. So here we are, we've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5, and off we go. And it was a decent start, we got a good start. If we get past Roman Grosjean off the start, coming down into turn 1. Just got to be careful not to lock up the brakes, it's usually it tightens all up here. Let's take the inside, mount the curb a little bit. We've gained 1 place off the start, which is not too bad. From 14th, but we've got a great run. And we're going to take these cars in front. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Bit of argy-bargy with Button there. Can we get the exit? Just tucking behind Jensen. Hulkenberg and Massa having a good fight up ahead. We lose the car a little bit on the exit. My aim is to get ahead of Button on the next straight, hopefully. We're gonna have a go. We're gonna have a go at the inside. Lock up. Did we manage to keep it? Give him some room. We do. That's P11, guys. We're only one position off points. Can we sneak off Hulkenberg up ahead? If we can get a decent exit now. Maybe have to challenge on the straight at next. I got good traction coming out of that corner now. Having a run at Nico Hulkenberg. We're gonna go at the inside. Maybe can we get Massa at the same time? I'm gonna release the brake. Massa gives us the room and we take that position. That's P9, guys. We're into the points. That's P9. An amazing start. From here, it's just gonna be about keeping position now. Massa's got a good straight line speed. The gap has stabilised at 1.2 seconds with Felipe Massa, which I'm happy about because it was just out of DRS. The gap in front, I don't know if it's decreasing or increasing, but Hamilton sets the new fastest lap of the race with a 1:34, but I'm not really fussed about that, so I think the gap in front is increasing, but not by much. The gap behind has come down though by a 1/10. This is the lap where the AI really starts to kick in. They're quite slow at the start, the AI, but once we get to lap 3, lap 4, they start picking up the pace. So this is where I've got to be mindful of what I'm doing, mindful of my pace, and of the pace of the guys in front and behind. So the gap's gone up now to 3.2 to the guys in front, and the gap's gone down to 8/10 to Felipe. So we might have a nice battle with these 3 cars behind us. So the gap behind is 5/10. As we just can see, and onto the main straight now. Massa's having a go at us. We're going to move onto the inside. Massa's gone to the outside line. But can we outbrake him? I'm not going to give up this. We lock up, but can we keep it? I'm going to force him off. Can we force him? And that's decent, we kept the position. Jeff is asking us a question, but I'm going to stick to lap 8. A few cars into the pits. Move down to standard revs. Watch the lock up, James. Run a little bit wide. He's going to get a good run at us into the next corner. I'm going to keep the race in line. Maybe defend a bit to the right, see where he goes. Oh, contact. Can I keep it together? And he's got past us. That was cheeky from Hulkenberg. A little tap on the rear and then a little bit of a lap up. And he's got past us. And he's also on the soft. So that's not good for us. We've got DRS, and I'm going to use reach revs to try and get back at him, hopefully. If we can get a good exit. Wasn't good enough that time around. I just hope we can stay on DRS for the pit straight. We might have a chance then if we can nail this last corner. It was pretty decent. I got pretty good exit, but so did Hulkenberg. We are going to get DRS and the pit straight. It might be a bit too far back to have a go, but we're going to give it a go anyway. We're going to go at the inside. Do we lock up? Do we make it? Oh. Brave move from us, but can we keep it? is going to force us out. And he takes the racing line. I've got onto the curb. But we could have another run at him here. Shove him the dummy. And we've got that position back, guys. And we're actually leading the race. Yet to make our stop yet though. So this is our lap to box. I'm just going to hit confirm. Got onto the curb and Hulkenberg's going to have another run at us. We defend the outside. We're going to slip back into his slipstream and go for a move up the inside. Does it work? Bit of contact, but we get it. A bit aggressive from us, but we get it, and it was fair. He saw us and we made the move. I'm happy with that. Now just gotta remember about the pit lane speed limiter. This is hard because you can come flying in and forget about this limiter. We've got a drive through. I didn't slow down enough. I think that's just gonna wreck that race now, to be completely honest with you guys. I'll finish this lap and the next lap and then I'll come in. We could still meet our objective. Hope, but after the great start we made, I'm really disappointed with that. But here we go, I'm going to go on Felipe Massa, and we've done that. Magnussen goes into the pits. Massa's coming back over with us. There's Hulkenberg exiting in the pits. I'm going to cross over into the pit lane line to try and does Massa stay with us? Massa's there. Into P10. See, we could have definitely got some points in this race. P10 was definitely on. But I've got to serve this drive through this lap. I'm going to take it this lap. Just making sure. I don't care how slow I was there. Just making sure I didn't get another one. So our objective was 15 place actually, not 17, so got a bit of work to do. We just keep at bay Pascal Wehrlein. Here we go, we're gonna have a go. We've moved up to Rich Revs. We're gonna look like we're going on the racing line. We're gonna go up there. We forced him to give us some room, get the cross back over and get a good better exit. Oh! Oh, another race ruined by idiot AI drivers. I wonder if Kvyat will catch us now. I don't think we will. We changed the tyres when we broke our front wing, so it's not really on that a lap really. Only a lap fresher tyres really, so straight for the last time, coming up to the last corner. Coming up to a race that could have been better for us, but wasn't to be. Come back into trying a stronger hope, and it's the end of the Bahrain race, and disappointment from our side. Let's listen to our engineer.
To the next race. Not our best day by any means.
Here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
Yeah, so as you can see, Hamilton won the race on Ricciardo. Only 4 seconds, only 5 seconds covering the top 3. 6 seconds covering the top 4 and 7 seconds covering the top 5. So pretty close up there. But Hamilton out on top. As you can see, we finished P17. Kevin Magnussen did not finish the race. And if we look at our best time as a 1:35.8, you know, that's pretty competitive. A lot of people in the 1:35s. So definitely improvements to be made there. So let's get back to the laptop and see if we can upgrade something for the next race maybe. And see you back in the pen. Research and development, we said we were going to order the downforce and the chassis way. And I think the first one should be the downforce. So I'm gonna get some downforce ready for this weekend. I'm also gonna reduce some of the chassis weight as well, which should help us a lot for the next race. And that's it for this weekend, guys. I will see you in a few days time for China. I promised an annihilation of the AI, so I'll see if I can deliver that, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you soon.